thoughts on the season as a whole?
It definitely had a lot of ups and downs. Obviously, I think everyone wishes we could have made the playoffs, and we made a pretty good run at the end there, but fell a little bit short.
What about you personally and how you felt your game evolved over the course of the season?
Overall, I was a little disappointed with it, but I definitely think I improved as a player this year, and I think that that's a really good positive, and I think that I'm really looking forward to next year and hopefully getting off in camp on a good note.
Did you have like maybe a particular memory from this year that stands out as something that was special this season for you?
The outdoor game was a lot of fun. That was awesome. I'd never played an outdoor game. That was really cool. Yeah, I'd probably say that was the highlight, I thought.
Why was it so special for you?
I mean, just because obviously since the NHL started doing those a couple of years ago, everyone started following them, and it was always something you wish you could be a part of. So it was a pretty cool experience, and we were able to win, and that was fun, and I enjoyed it.
What about your off-season plans for improving your game? Is there something that maybe the coaches or the management have talked to you about, things that they want you to work on, or things that you want to work on, and maybe things that they told you that you did a really good job improving on over the course of the year?
Yeah, I mean, we just had our year-end meetings, but obviously, like any young player, they definitely want me to get stronger, spend a lot of time in the gym, so it's something I'm going to do this summer and hopefully set myself up to be in the best position I can next season.
You got to play a couple games in Calgary, and I'm sure you would have wanted a few more up there in the National Hockey League. But when you go and get that taste of the NHL and you come back down here, do you take certain things away from it to try and apply to your game immediately or maybe down the road?
I think it just drives you and motivates you a little bit. Obviously, it's the best league in the world up there, and that's everyone's goal. And, I mean, every guy down here is trying to make it up there. So I think that day in and day out is just kind of a good reminder, kind of what you're working for and what you hope to achieve.
What did you think about – this was the first year, obviously, for the Pacific Division and in Stockton. What did you think from a player's perspective about the travel that you guys had to do and the fact that there was a lot more practices than typically you would have in a 76-game season?
Yeah, the schedule was a little weird in the sense that I think for the first couple months we'd only play on the weekends. It almost felt like a college schedule, and then there'd be some weeks where you had 6 or 7 games and 9 nights. But overall, just staying in California, the travel was pretty easy. That we didn't have too many long road trips, and I think that it obviously gives you a lot of time to work on your game. And like I said, I think I improved my game a lot this year, so it's something I was pretty happy with.
And as a player that's one of those guys pushing for an NHL job, you're a restricted free agent going into this season. Have you talked with the Flames about if there's going to be a contract offer later on coming down the pike, or have you had any discussions about what's going to be happening for you in terms of your hockey future?
I don't think so. I think obviously the season just ended, so I'm sure as things settle down, my agent and them will talk, but I haven't heard anything from that perspective.
Is this a place that you'd like to be in Calgary?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd love to play in the NHL anywhere, but I've been up in Calgary a little bit over the last 2 years, and it's a great city. The fans love the game there, and they're an up-and-coming team, so it would definitely be something that I'd like to be a part of.
Go ahead.
Does it mean something else for you playing in front of a fan base that is so passionate about the sport?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, even down here, the fans are really good, and anytime fans are into the game, it makes it more fun as a player. And certainly up there, got to watch part of their playoff run 2 years ago, and it was just amazing, kind of the support they got from the city. So, as a hockey player, you want to play in an environment like that, and it's something that I think a lot of players thrive off of.
You spent most of your career, your pro career, with the Florida Panthers organization, and you only had a half a year with the Calgary Flames. So now with your first full season with the Calgary Flames organization, did you notice any differences between the two?
I think there's a lot of similarities. I think if you look at both organizations, especially at the NHL level, they have some of the top young players in the league, and I think that they've really built kind of through the draft and stuff like that. And I mean, if you look at the way Calgary's built up with Sean Monahan, Gaudreau, it's very similar to kind of how it is in Florida with Barkov and some of those guys. So I think both organizations have a lot of good young pieces, and I think they'll both be very successful down the road.
And you got any plans for this offseason, non-hockey related?
I'm getting married July 23rd, so that's pretty exciting. I'll be in Denver most of it, so just training pretty hard, and then hopefully getting married.
Any honeymoon plans? Where are you guys going?
Nah, no plans yet. We're still working on getting everything settled for the wedding, and then maybe make a trip after that.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.